Friday, everybody, and we back swinging with Still Swinging. And I'm your host, Thomas. And family, we moving it right along. We got my girl Kendra G up. As always, family, I ain't seen much of this, maybe 15, 25 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, gentlemen.
Where are you calling me from?
The Netherlands.
Oh, Netherlands. Okay. How old are you?
52.
Why you look good? 52. What you do for a living?
I'm a pharmacist, not a street pharmacist, a legit pharmacist.
Pharmacist. You have any kids?
Yes, I do.
How many kids?
One.
How old's your child?
12.
12. Okay. You ever been married?
No, never been married.
Okay. And what's your zodiac sign?
Sagittarius.
All right. So we got Renata, Netherlands, 52, Sagittarius, pharmacist, one child that's 12, never married. What kind of man you look?
First thoughts, nice looking lady, real nice looking lady, 52 years old, and she a nice looking lady, but I see, her mannerisms and the attitude she got. I seen it before, but I could be wrong. And guess what? I know I don't speak for all the brothers.
Looking for?
An emotionally stable and an emotionally intelligent man.
Okay.
Who is not in debt, since I am not in debt, and who can live within his means. That's very important to me because we don't want to go into debt over crazy stuff. And what else? He should have a passport.
Okay. Okay. Should he live in the Netherlands?
Yes, but I'm well traveled, so that that's not a problem. But it should be reciprocated.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
Somebody who is emotionally not intelligent. Somebody who does.
She been watching the internet too. This emotionally intelligence, all of this reference to all of this. She 52 years old. All right. She still come up here with demands. All right. She got a 12-year-old son. She look like that and she's single. All right. She still thinks she gonna run some spoiled brat on you at 52 years old. She stuck there. She stuck back when men would do it. All right, because I'm looking at her, and I could tell you it was a time in her life when men would just do it. She ran them all away. Fellas, you looking at the same woman I'm looking at. We know she had plenty of chances. We know she just had another chance 12 years ago. Her baby daddy or her husband, who I don't know,
doesn't know how to pay child support, because that says if you do it to them, you will do it with them. If you do it with them, you will do it to them, and vice versa. What else? Somebody who's not self-sufficient.
Okay.
I don't look for because I sometimes I watch the lives, because we have a little bit of a time difference. So sometimes I watch the lives and I will hear women go like, yeah, we need 6 figures and we need this and we need that and we need no, we don't need 6 figures, we don't need 7 figures. We need somebody that if he makes 5 figures, that he can live within the 5 figures and and do whatever he needs to do within those, whatever it is he makes.
Okay.
family, she ain't get to 52, look like that and alone and single because she reasonable and practical. We know that's not how life works. She had plenty of chances and plenty of men gave her a lot of things. Trust me.
So so 5 figures is fine enough for you.
Yeah, because you have to be realistic, because we don't need 6 figures, but then I have to go to the jail to visit you. I don't need like that's what I said, because somebody can make.
Okay, so the men she know who make 6 figures criminals. Basically, is what she just said. If you make 6 figures, she got to deal with you going to jail. All right, so I'm listening. I'm learning.
$100,000 a year, but if they spend 95, then they're still broke.
Brenda, come over here to preach on my show today.
Yeah. And if there is one thing I can proudly say that my biggest flex is that I don't have any student loans, and I
You see Kendra egging her on, talking to her like she's saying something. That's women for you. That's women for you. She ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing a man will want to hear. Not nothing at all. She came on here looking for a man. She ain't said nothing yet. Nothing yet that a man could do nothing with. Nothing. She 52. She a single mom. She ain't said nothing she got to offer you. She always in the Netherlands. All right, which means y'all gonna be flying back and forth. She dreaming. She dreaming. She still got ambitions of being a cutie on duty, because that's what you're looking at. Cutie on duty. She old. All right, and she's still looking to try to get this attitude off.
I'm debt free. Like, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't even have a credit card.
So you're very money minded. Like
No,
you
I
manage your
am
money
not.
well.
I'm not money minded. I am responsible
I
with
meant
money.
you manage your money very well. That's what I meant.
No, have you read the book Poor Dad Rich Dad?
I have. I'm giving
Yeah.
you a compliment. What I'm saying is
She don't care nothing about the compliment. She just disagreeable. She just disagreeable. She just not gonna agree with you. It need to be her way, exactly the way she said it. You seen her before, boys. She think people need to put up with her, and people keep showing that they don't. She just don't get it.
you're good with money.
I don't necessarily would qualify it as good with money because the people around me, they are all like that. That's just responsible. It's being responsible because, like, yeah, like we don't want to rank up. Like, no, it just make no sense to me. It's
Fair
like eating
enough.
fruits and vegetables. It's normal.
Okay. Should the guy look a certain way?
Um, well, I am 5'2" on a good day if I had a lot of sleep, and I don't even weigh 110 lbs. That's pounds, your pounds. So it's very easy to be taller than me and bigger than me.
Okay. What about you already
You see how reasonable she is with all of that? Because she want to pat your pockets. All that stuff she talking. She want to pat your pockets. She don't care what he look like. She need him paying. It's hard out here. It's hard out here, fellas. And she 52 with this. She 52 with this. Can you imagine her 25 years ago? Striking woman. I'm telling you. Men was paying. Men was paying it. She stuck there. They ain't paying it no more.
say you don't care about money? Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Okay. I have to. Let's see if I can.
Yeah, fellas. 25 years ago, you would listen to all of this.
Let me tuck in the because I was wearing a bodysuit that I. So how do I do that?
Just we gotta see your full body. Can we see your legs?
I'm skinny.
Oh, that's fine.
No, I am what you people would call.
Fellas, this is what you call a professional. She a mountaineer. She came up here knowing how gentlemen expect a woman to look. You understand? She come up here And she know how a gentleman expect a woman to look at her age. She ain't come up here with her boobs busting out and try to tell you she on her way to some gym class like you would understand that. No, 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 no. She ain't come up here to have to make an excuse for herself. Her presentation is all that. She gonna catch herself something, fellas. Somebody ain't listening to me. All right. She gonna catch herself something. She know what she doing. All right. She know exactly what she doing. All right. She a pro. You watching a professional, fellas.
Petite. I have a six-pack. I have nobody, you know, like
Got you. We see you, girl.
like I'm healthy, but for American,
How you think she got single, fellas? How you think she 52 years old and don't got a prospect? She on the Kendra G show. She been hustling that all her life. That's what she been hustling. All right. And that 40, it was going wrong. She had to have a kid, or she was gonna miss that. She went on and did that. You feel me? And then dude was like, "What the hell did I do?" He took off running. She probably can't even find him. He don't come nowhere near her. But you see that presentation? She know what she doing. She a pro. These chicks you see jump up on here, they couldn't catch a cold. She can. She know what she doing.
standards, they would call me petite or skinny, but
Right. Okay, you look good. All right.
thank
When
you.
was your last relationship?
Um, a long time ago, years, like almost a decade.
So you've
Yeah,
been single for 10 years.
yeah.
Why do you think you've been single for 10 years?
Because I don't like to waste my time. And I don't want to be how do you say, like like you don't have to better me, but on the same hand I don't want to leave you worse than how you met me, if it makes sense. So if I see that somebody has like a lot of baggage that has nothing to do with me, that that has to be.
See, it ain't gonna never be her. Never. All right, it's gonna always be you. All right, whatever it is, I don't care what happened or what she done. It wasn't her fault. All right, it was yours.
Dealt with at the therapist office, or somebody just have issues, then it's just not for me, because I'm raising somebody. I'm raising a young soul.
Got you. Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Over a decade
So you
ago.
haven't had sex in 10 years
Yeah.
either. Okay.
We don't do spiritual ties either. So like I'm.
I wouldn't believe much of that. I wouldn't believe much of that. But I know what she doing. All right, she know this the kind of stuff a gentleman would like to hear. I like to hear that. I just know game when I see game. You know what I'm saying? I recognize game. She playing. Listen, you don't get 52 that fine, and you single and not a prospect of a man, unless you weigh too much. You weigh too much, because many men done tried.
I take raising my son. I take that serious, in a way that you don't want to introduce him to all sorts of people. And yeah, like at my big age, I'm 52. I don't know if I said that, but and I don't have any gray hairs. I don't dye my hair. I don't have a cortisol belly. I don't have a cortisol neck. We like to keep it that way. So yeah, you just avoid stress. And at my big age, other things, how do you say, it keeps me running. It makes me happy. And being stable and being stress free, that gets me more happy than like any type of.
I couldn't have said that about the belly and the neck. I can't say that. See, she could come and say that. She could talk about overweight people like that.
Who you know
I
oh,
understand. I got you.
eggplant, let me say it like that.
Okay. So, okay. So, what are 3 flaws you think you have to work on?
That I'm um that I'm how do you say that in English? That I'm self-sufficient. But self-sufficient, like also emotionally, like if I feel that you have done me wrong or something like that, like I can move on. I can self-soothe myself. I've done the
She's self-sufficient because she mostly alone. You can't put up with her long. People can't put up with her long. People can't take her long, fellas. I'm telling you. I done seen her before.
work, so I don't need to wait for your sorry for me to move on. But that sometimes can be perceived as cold.
Okay. Okay.
And
What are 2 more flaws?
that I'm sometimes stubborn. And another flaw is
You can bet that ain't no damn sometimes.
that I'm an ambivert, like I'm an introvert but an extrovert at the same time, and that sometimes I'm self aware that sometimes that can read different than what I meant. So sometimes I have to be more conscious of how I'm being received rather than what I'm actually.
Okay. Okay. Well, why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because God had a very good day when He made me. And I got
God
all
had
my
a very good day when He made her.
You ain't gonna get nothing. This 52-year-old lady with a kid that you need to take care of immediately. All right, because she ain't doing too good. I'm telling you right now. You see, she present well. She understand her market and who she targeted. All right, I'm telling you, if you go get her, fellas, look,